Rajagopalani is with us, a senior journalist. Shekhar Iyer is with us. He's also a senior journalist. Mr. Rajagopalani, massive twist in the tail. This is something that perhaps was not expected, but with this one move, certainly things have been made more difficult for Uddhav Thackeray and the Shiv Sena to regroup, given that now Eknath Shinde becomes the Chief Minister. It becomes easier for him perhaps to attract more Shiv Sainiks towards him.
Madhav, you said it. It's a massive setback to Mr. Uddhav Thackeray. The reason being, the Eknath Shinde announcement is another Draupadi Murmu moment, a surprise which Mr. Narendra Modi springs always. Apart from that, my quick point is, कांटा को कांटा से निकालना है. उद्धव ठाकरे को निकालना है तो only Eknath Shinde is the best person. That is why they tried Eknath Shinde. Apart from that, Madhav, my understanding is also that it's going to be planning 2024 Lok Sabha elections. And the immediate benefit for BJP is Devendra Fadnavis not being the Chief Minister and Eknath Shinde being the Chief Minister. It sends a shock.
और शिवसेना एकनाथ शिंदे मिलकर इस महाराष्ट्र को आगे लेके अभी संजय राउत को आप ही पूछो क्या कहेंगे अभी संजय राउत आपको आनंद हुआ कि दुख हुआ वाला सब
पंकजा वन क्वेश्चन हियर प्लीज पंकजा
ये समीर ये ना पुढे
पंकजा
ये समीर ये ना पटकन अजिबात अनपेक्षित नाही है भारतीय जनता पार्टीने विचारपूर्वक
कैमरा भिजणार
वर्ष सत्ता आल्यापासून
सीएम की कुर्सी आपने नहीं अपनी
हमारे लिए सीएम की कुर्सी कोई अहम बात नहीं है. हमारे लिए बात है कि महाराष्ट्र में विकास की है. आज जो महाराष्ट्र में महाविकास आघाड़ी ने 2.5 साल में जो गंदा काम करके रखा है, यहाँ पे कोई खुश नहीं है. कोई कुछ नहीं. पूरा भ्रष्टाचार यहाँ पर चल रहा है, पूरा विचार यहाँ पर चल रहा है. उनको हटाना बहुत जरूरी था और इसलिए हमारे पास 120 एमएलए होने के बावजूद भी हमने एकनाथ जी को समर्थन यहाँ पर दिया है. ये पार्टी ने लिया हुआ निर्णय है, ऊपर से लिया हुआ निर्णय है, माननीय देवेंद्र जी ने लिया हुआ निर्णय है. हम इससे सब खुश हैं.
If you can hear me, this is of course the statement coming in from the Shiv Sainiks and the MLAs who are in fact leaving from that particular meeting. Shivani, take us to the sense that you're getting. What is the kind of impact that such a dramatic announcement is going to have on ground? All right, I think we are not able to connect there with Shivani. We'll try and do so in just a minute. But Shekhar Iyer, this is very significant because the BJP is going to support the Shinde government. From what I gather, Fadnavis will not be part of the government. How does this really change equations? And do you think that this will be a stable government? Because here again, we are talking about two coalition partners. The commitment for Hindutva is what they're speaking about now. But how do you see this going forward in the next 2.5 years and its implications for the BJP as well?
This is what I would call the real political masterstroke, because the BJP has achieved 3 objectives. Eknath Shinde is a Maratha leader from Satara district and is a grassroots Sainik. So all along the talk that it is going to be another Brahmin leader who is coming back. That is the charge against Fadnavis all along was even within the BJP is only encouraging a Brahmin leader like Fadnavis, and the whole exercise was to put Fadnavis back. Now, for the first time, BJP is saying that we are backing Eknath Shinde, a ground-level Sainik, a grassroots Sainik, at the same time a Maratha leader. He straight away cautious or diminishes Sharad Pawar's any plan to play the Maratha card. That's number one. Number two, with Eknath Shinde becoming the Sena of the Chief Minister, the entire Sena party will now rally behind Eknath Shinde. That means Uddhav Thackeray and his family who are running the show, they find themselves isolated, and those 15 or 16 MLAs who are still with Uddhav Thackeray will have to do a rethink, and the Sena will get united behind Eknath Shinde. That is the purpose. And the third purpose is the levers of the government will be with the BJP. And the Fadnavis will play a sort of a advisory role and a guiding force. And as you saw, what Fadnavis was saying all along, the development agenda is back, which means several projects like the bullet train project and other projects which were held up for purely political reasons, I think they will get a kickstart. This is what the Prime Minister Narendra Modi wanted. The development agenda is back, along with the overall package of Hindutva, because...
Well, that's a very, very important point you're making there. Please hold on to that thought, Mr. Thackeray and Mr. Rajagopalani. Let's listen once again to what was said in that press conference.
भारतीय जनता पक्षाने हा निर्णय केला की श्री एकनाथ शिंदे साहेब यांना भारतीय जनता पार्टी समर्थन देईल आणि श्री एकनाथ शिंदे हे मुख्यमंत्री होतील. आणि मला अतिशय आनंद आहे की पुन्हा एकदा हिंदुत्ववादी विचारांचं हिंदू हृदय सम्राट बाळासाहेब ठाकरे यांनी मांडलेलं हिंदुत्व भारतीय जनता पार्टी सातत्याने जे हिंदुत्व आणि राष्ट्रीयत्व मांडताय आणि सगळ्यात महत्त्वाचं अशा काँग्रेस आणि राष्ट्रवादी काँग्रेस सोबत त्या ठिकाणी युती केली आणि भारतीय जनता पक्षाला बाहेर ठेवलं. हा खरं म्हणजे मॅन्डेटचा अपमान होता. जनतेने वोट हे महाविकास आघाडीला दिले नव्हते, ते भाजप सेना युतीला वोट दिले होते.
That's a dramatic announcement made by Devendra Fadnavis. Listen to what was said by Eknath Shinde, the man who's going to be sworn in as the next Chief Minister of Maharashtra at 7 o'clock this evening.
संख्याबळ त्यांच्याकडे आहे. असं असताना देखील खरं म्हणजे मुख्यमंत्री पद तेही घेऊ शकले असते संख्याबळानुसार, परंतु त्यांनी मनाचा मोठेपणा दाखवून बाळासाहेबांच्या शिवसैनिकाला या ठिकाणी पाठिंबा दिला. त्याबद्दल त्यांना मनापासून मी त्यांनी जे मोठं मन दाखवलं त्याबद्दल मी आदरणीय पंतप्रधान महोदय मोदी साहेब असतील, त्याचबरोबर गृहमंत्री अमितजी शहा साहेब आहेत, देवेंद्रजी आहेत आणि त्यांचे सर्व सहकारी इकडे बसलेले आहेत. त्यांचं मनापासून मी खऱ्या अर्थाने आभार मानतो, त्यांना मनापासून धन्यवाद देतो.
All right, very, very important announcements there. Let's quickly get in a word from Kritsween, who's joining us. Kritsween, this has been a dramatic turn of events. Any which way you look at it, it's a move that perhaps nobody was expecting. And clearly, of course, a decision that would have been taken at the highest levels of the government of the BJP here at the national capital as well. What are you hearing in terms of what really will be the BJP's role in this new government? Will it just be support from outside? Will they be part of this government? Because Mr. Fadnavis clearly is not going to be part of this government. What really are you picking up?
Well, Madhav, I'm not going to be going ahead with any guesses because clearly what all of us were anticipating has been turned down by Devendra Fadnavis. Now he's played as an essential kingmaker in this entire political gambit, and what a turn of events, like you just rightly pointed out. But yes, the last few days I've been here in Mumbai, everyone has been speaking of the kind of meetings that have been underway across camps. This takes me back to two things. A, to what some of those in the NCP, the Congress and the Uddhav camp have been saying when they said that all of those rebel MLAs have been taken forcibly to Surat, Guwahati, and remember now currently they're camping in Goa. B, this happened because it was BJP misusing power to the extent of using central agencies as well. Now, all that has been said by these three parties, some of them from the Shiv Sena as well. And look how it's turned around for the Eknath Shinde camp, with Devendra Fadnavis declaring him as the Chief Minister. Now, to which humbly Eknath Shinde responded, saying that Devendra Fadnavis had the support of 120 plus MLAs easily. He could have been the Chief Minister, but look, he's acted like a big brother. He's understood what perhaps Maharashtra needs, and it's not dirty politics that needs to be played at the moment. So it is beautifully scripted by either the BJP or the party high command in the national capital.
Right. Before I go across to our guest, Kritzmin, stay with us. Shivani is reporting from on ground. She was there at that press conference where both Fadnavis and Shinde were present, and that dramatic announcement was made. Shivani, this has been a surprise like no other, a massive twist in the tail. What's the response coming in from on ground? Have you been able to speak to any of the Shiv Sainiks there?
Here is Eknath Shinde's brother is there with us.
आम्हाला झालं महाराष्ट्राचा विकास होईल याच्यासाठी आम्ही त्यांना शुभेच्छा देतो.
सर क्या कहेंगे चीफ मिनिस्टर सर क्या बोलना चाहेंगे?
मौजूद है सर, क्या कहना चाहेंगे? कितनी बड़ी खुशी, भाई जो है वो महाराष्ट्र के अगले मुख्यमंत्री होंगे.
बहुत बड़ी खुशी है. भाई का जो अभी सीएम डिक्लेयर हुआ, अभी तुम्हारे चैनल के माध्यम से मेरे को ये हाँ.
सर क्या कहना चाहेंगे महाराष्ट्र में जो उनके साथ उद्धव ठाकरे के द्वारा हुआ है?
बाला साहब ठाकरे का जो सपना था कि शिवसेना के तरफ से मुख्यमंत्री बने, तो आज उनका सपना पूरा हुआ है.
हाँ, बाला साहब का सपना पूरा हो गया आज. ये इसका
यहाँ पर साफ तौर पर we just heard Eknath Shinde's brother out here saying that he got to know about this particular development through media. But yes, of course, here at Rajbhavan, as it's raining, really we are also understanding all of those are also surprised with the decision that has been taken by Devendra Fadnavis and Eknath Shinde, and that's what is the surprising element here at the moment of time. But of course, given the fact that Eknath Shinde thanked Devendra Fadnavis, PM Narendra Modi, JP Nadda, Amit Shah for making this particular development and decision, while they did not themselves took the chair of CM, but yes, went out to give the same to Eknath Shinde. But yes, of course, but as we are seeing already, all of those people, those who are cheering the sit here, brother of Eknath Shinde, going back, and of course all smiles on the face, and we understand that they are all happy at this particular moment. Significant big change. One thing we need to notice here, Eknath Shinde accepted that the seats are more with the BJP, so accordingly their CM should have been the face, but as of now what we understand that now CM has been made.
Well, absolutely, and in fact, celebration pictures coming in from the Rebel Sena camp. In fact, those are the pictures on your screens that you're looking at in terms of the total celebratory mood. In fact, this is something that the rebels perhaps would not have even thought of in their wildest dreams. It was always believed that Eknath Shinde would at best become the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra. Him being the next Chief Minister of Maharashtra is perhaps something that was not envisaged, and therefore this kind of celebration perhaps not entirely surprising over there. All right, let me take this across, in fact, to our guests who are with us as well. Mr. Rajagopalani, an impromptu jig and dance over there that's being seen by the Rebel Sena MLAs. Surprising, not surprising really, given the kind of dramatic turn of events. But this is something that where the mood could potentially change if the numbers are to be looked at. Let me address two very important issues over here. One is that the BJP has almost twice the numbers that Shinde himself claims, which is about 50 on Shinde's side, about 100 as far as the BJP is concerned. On that light, the question is that the BJP will always have a big say in this government. Do you see this government lasting 2.5 years? And secondly, will BJP also be part of this government?
BJP will be part of this government. It will last 2.5 years, and ensuring that 2024 Lok Sabha election, Narendra Modi will yield more proofs to Eknath Shinde. Apart from that, Madhav, I agree with Thackeray here. I go one step ahead of that, Madhav. Gaur Parivar Vaad, which Mr. Narendra Modi has been saying. With this Eknath Shinde, Narendra Modi has cut the Parivar Vaad of Uddhav Thackeray, Sharad Pawar and others in Maharashtra politics. Apart from that, Mr. Narendra Modi and Amit Shah duo have also silenced Nitin Gadkari and Narayan Rane. If you made Fadnavis as a Chief Minister, it was going to create a lot of internal problems, but that has been cut to side. On top of it, last point of mine is Mr. Uddhav Thackeray smells that, he knows that is why he resigned from the MLC also yesterday. Because Uddhav Thackeray cannot face Mr. Eknath Shinde as a Chief Minister inside the Assembly and also inside the Council. Apart from that, Madhav, it's going to be a major victory for Madam Draupadi Murmu, because she will get all the slices of the vote in her favor. Now the 14 MPs of Shiv Sena will also be shifting the loyalty to Eknath Shinde. From the point of view of cadres, Mr. Narendra Modi has taken the junk of cadres towards BJP of Shiv Sena, and the MLAs. Most of the MLAs are with Eknath Shinde.
Okay.
Eknath Shinde will also capture Matoshri. Take it from me.
All right, and we have in fact several of our viewers joining us. Shekhar, please stay with us as Mr. Rajagopalani as well. Our reporters continue to be with us as well. Let me go across to some of our viewers who are joining us. Anand is joining us from Bengaluru. Yes, Anand.
Yeah, in fact, this move is a masterstroke by the BJP. Nobody has expected that Shiv Sena, Eknath Shinde is going to be the CM of Maharashtra. Everybody was expecting Fadnavis is going to be the Chief Minister of Maharashtra. But BJP once again is proved they are very unpredictable when it comes to the decisive politics. In fact, it's a very good move, and really PM Narendra Modi ji and Amit Shah played very well politics, very good politics.
Thanks so much for joining us with your views. Let me take that right back, in fact, to Shekhar Iyer. Shekhar Iyer, you know, what can we expect in coming days? Now, we know in the past, for instance, when the AIDMK has split, we've seen how there was a battle at the Election Commission. The next big story, perhaps, in this saga is going to be the battle for the Shiv Sena, its legacy, its symbol, its name itself. And in the run-up to that, if we have Mr. Eknath Shinde firmly in the driver's seat in Maharashtra, then that battle becomes perhaps that much more easy for Mr. Shinde and his faction. Shekhar Iyer.
Indeed, Madhav, with Eknath Shinde as the Sena Chief Minister, the rank and file of the Sena would rally behind Shinde. And Uddhav Thackeray and his son, and maybe Sanjay Raut and a couple of others, they feel themselves quite isolated, because the entire party machinery is likely to shift, because the power will be with Eknath Shinde. And the fact that a common Sainik, because the original problem of 2019, when the Agadi was formed, when Uddhav insisted on making Aditya Thackeray as Chief Minister, when Eknath Shinde was the number 2 in the party, at that time Sharad Pawar as a solution had said, oh, why don't you take over if you are insisting on the Chief Ministership for your son? That is how this thing was stuck. Now,
right. If I can just come back, I'll just come back to you in just a minute. Sorry for interrupting that. If Christine has some BJP leaders with her. Over to Christine.